Hey guys, welcome back to Chasing 4-5. I only see half of Bryce's face, but it's okay.
I'm sorry. It's a different computer, so
Uh, um, yeah, so we're changing up a new format. We're doing match reviews, mostly here, and then we'll have a separate video series for how I'm training. And yeah, I'm gonna start from the basics again and work through them and with Bryce's input, which we'll weave in. So stay tuned for that. But overall, um, the matches have been good so far, especially in men's doubles. Currently 4-1, so I'm pretty stoked about that. In mixed doubles, not so good, so stopped playing me, which makes
happens.
which makes sense. So I'm 0-2 there. I'm gonna have another two matches today, actually. I'm playing singles and doubles. So that's going to be kind of rough. They wanted me to play singles for the afternoon match, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have the legs for that. And then I have a match tomorrow. So there's a lot going on towards the end of the season, and one of the teams is trying to make it into playoffs, and we're fighting for the fourth spot. So no pressure, you know. But training's been going well. I talked to Dad. Dad's actually in Asia right now. Did you know?
Why is he in Asia?
He's in Asia for he's building out living space at the farm. So he's building like container houses
Right.
for coaches and stuff, but it's all being manufactured in China. So he had to go back to make sure that um I think the windows had to be stormproof and a few things, so he flew back.
Okay. That's interesting. Did he end up hiring somebody or no?
Yeah, he said this guy Javier that so they're kind of moving towards that route you were talking about, building more of a program for anybody to generate revenue, which is smart, you know. I talked to Vivian and I was like, my dad's probably not the best operation. I'm cutting all this out, by the way. He's not the best operator, but he's good at building things and getting things done in that way.
Yeah.
I think Vivian could be a good operator, and I suggest that if Dad's willing to let go, that she could do a relatively good job. Because I was watching her kind of train um, Bernard and doing the drills, and she's kind of on point, right? She can do these things step by step, so I think it will apply the same for operations side. Just making things are like all the boxes are checked, um, making some adjustments here and there. I don't know. Just thought.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I just was talking to him and like, hey, just get yourself out of red, and then when you have cash or like flexibility to do what you want by hiring like really good coaches, you can do that with your budget, right? Instead of like feeling like you need to take a risk on something. So,
Yeah, he already has it, so he can definitely build on it now. So it's okay.
yeah,
Well, whatever. Um, cool.
that's good.
So I had ChatGPT kind of help me set up my training, not set up the training, but set up how I should film for the next week. And um, so I'm going back to like kind of building step by step, week to week. I'm thinking going back to just making sure I'm split stepping, and then the next. So this week would be split step, but I'm also doing like weaving in like some drills or stuff like that. Just making sure my split step is there on every uh and that I don't get lazy. And then and I would like to hear your thoughts on it. So this is kind of how I had it set up for the next couple weeks. Split step and then unit turn. So when I split step, I'm actually turning my body. And then the week after is making sure I focus on recovery steps. that I'm actually recovering to a good spot. And then the fourth week is like take back with the racket. Um, like how I'm taking the racket back, I guess. But
Do you go to the gym at all or no?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, you should try to work in one trick I do is like to cut time off with like things like split steps and like unit turn is to just practice them in the gym with like a medicine ball because you don't uh like it's nice because like then like when you're practicing them in the gym and you kind of get used to like okay I'm visioning the ball coming, person makes contact with the ball, okay, then I split, so I split turn, I split turn, and I'm pivoting my foot and turning my body 90 degrees, and like that's like a good space because you just like are imagining them making contact and you're turning and you're making sure because you there's no actual ball, so you can make sure your chest and everything is like turning completely, and you don't have to think about whether there's a ball coming or not. Um, and then
Yeah.
like let's say you have a hitting session later that week, you get to kind of like pay a little bit of attention to like split step and turning, but then you're still paying majority of your attention to like whatever technique you want to work on.
Okay. Yeah. Then we might have to readjust this. I'm gonna load this into the our shared notes, and then part of it is like content creation. The other part is it makes forces me to like really think about it. I
Okay.
did realize I did do it in the gym the other day. I was like, huh, I was trying to figure out like when I'm split stepping and moving, like I realized I think a lot of times I split step, but I don't like full turn. I like quarter turn or half
Mm,
turn.
mm.
And when I full turned, I was like, oh, that was kind of it was a different feeling. It was interesting. I have to go get Ellie. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hello. Ellie. Oh, where are you getting blurred out? Here, stay close to dad. Papa. Okay, say hi.
Uh,
Này, sơ con hello. Rồi, sơ con hello à? Hmm?
okay, I see something's going on.
Yeah,
Got a
she
little bit more hair now.
got a lot more hair. She's walking too.
That's crazy.
Scratched her nose. Oh well. All right. Okay, let's get to it. Let's go do some match review. Ellie, you gonna do some match review? Yes. Yes, you are. Let's see.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice match.
Huh?
All I saw was a Porsche. Nice match.
Oh yeah. Uh, which one did we do last? Oh yeah. Should we do doubles, mixed doubles, or doubles?
Let's do whatever chronologically came
Oh yeah,
first
let's
too.
do chronologically. We can get
Uh,
one done. Okay. Yeah. I probably need to give you something to entertain you with.
is this at
Okay.
Goldman?
This was at Goldman, and uh, let's see. Oh, it already started. So this is a so this guy is supposedly a 3-0. This gal's supposedly a 3-5. My partner is a 3-0, and then I'm the 4-0.
Okay, that feels. Is this 7-0 mixed or what?
7-0 mixed.
Okay. I was laughing because you can see in the first point, like your opponent, he's walking around in the background. Oh, damn. Okay. So no, not a big deal. No fault there at that point. Yeah, how did it go?
Uh, I think we lost 1-1 or 2-1 or something like that. It was it was pretty tough. He was probably playing at half speed too. So I was watching him hit earlier and he does not he's just kind of playing around.
Okay. Um, how do you feel about hitting to the opposing net lady?
She did not miss anything at the net.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So uh yeah.
Okay. I would say definitely there's some opportunity maybe to like not necessarily win a point but maximize your chances. Like here, serve like anytime like your opponent I'll say red shirt like hits the ball, you're like you should just direct every ball back at her.
Hmm.
Instead of like there's a couple points back where like the return went to the guy and it's like you're uh not just because like he's like he's the better player. So like you're not really setting yourself for maximum chance of success, even though she might be redshirt might be really really good at net or like really really good consistency wise, but like if you consistently like can play against an easier ball, why not, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't necessarily an easier ball. Um,
Really?
yeah, yeah, she can, yeah.
I don't know if your partner's a three. Oh,
If my partner's a 3-0,
yeah.
would you say she's more of a 3-5 or less?
Less. Can I say less? I'm saying less.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know because
She's a singles player and she's relatively new to USTA. So,
I think what's interesting is that in this match, there's like a really big gap in terms of like what people can do, right? Like because your opponents can direct the ball. They seem to have like an idea. Like even though the ladies also 3-0, like I feel like both of them seem to have more of an idea of like how to move around the court.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They seem like they play a lot of doubles.
Yeah, versus I feel like your partner doesn't really see that experience yet or have it and just like um is kind of planted, which if you watch any of the points that when she's at net, she's like quite planted versus like red shirt's quite aggressive and like really wants to take over. Yes, Ellie. Yep. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Because I think this is her first doubles match actually.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she didn't really know where, like I was trying to say, oh yeah, try to just be as close to net as possible. And then while she's up there, um,
That's a good tip. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Like close in as possible, just cover the down the line, right?
yeah,
Um, I would try to hit to like more middle spaces often. So like where the service line is. Is that called a service line? No. What is that line called?
which one?
The one that's in the middle of the court.
The service line?
Is that the service
Yeah,
line?
that's the service line because
No,
that's
but
where, right?
the one that's vertical, not the one that goes across.
Oh, uh, I don't know what that one is called, actually. That's a good question.
Center line? I don't know. I would aim there, and I think that's maybe like that kind of shot. That's what you want to hit a lot of, is that like if Red Shirt's gonna get it, it's quite low for her and she has to pick it up, or vice versa. If your black shirt guy, your tank top guy is also at net, whoever's at net has to bend down and pick it up. But if it's the baseliner that's getting it, then it's very short and they actually have to run it.
Hmm. Okay.
That would be my, because it's like suboptimal if they're running in to get it, but they're running in and they're like reaching and they're stretching. Um, and it's also suboptimal if your like net player opponent is Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're just like if your net
No,
person has to pick up and bend down and get below the net. So either of those two options.
okay.
But I don't know. I feel like it's okay that uh like your partner doesn't have too much experience in comparison. Nice. So a little bit, was that you? Yeah, a little bit of
Yeah, that's right.
revenge. Oh, you finally took your jacket off.
Yeah, it got a little warm. I don't
Has
know, I
have
have this
any?
weird habit, like it keeps me like super warm, and then when I get hot enough, then I'll take it off.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you ever intend on like hosting practices with your team that you're playing with this mixed team, but you should. Um,
Yeah, it's hard to get a court. I don't have time to like manage that, so
okay.
um but yeah, I would like to for sure. Usually there are practices, so but yeah,
Like,
we got 6-1 and then
okay.
I think was it 6-1 or it might have been 1-2, but it was yeah, this is a short match.
I think like one thing that people maybe misunderstand is like at least at USTA or like at any level, professionally or even like juniors, like we practice a lot with our teammates when we play doubles. It's not like we're paired up with people that are kind of like random or like joined the team for fun. Like when I played UST with Jared, uh like I would play like a day or two, a couple days, not the day before, but like a couple days before our match day with like whoever I'm gonna be playing with, just to get a feel of how things work.
Yeah,
Uh
that makes sense.
yeah.
The
Like
f
I don't want to take joy away from people, but it's also like you should, like train a little bit. Like I know we're here to have fun, but also like it's fun. Like that sounds wrong.
You know, there's two types of teams, right? There's the teams that are super competitive, and then there's some
Yeah,
fun teams. This used to be a very competitive team because we had a pretty good stack last year. Like we were fighting for like to go nationals.
yeah.
We had a really strong team, but this year, like a lot of people got bumped up, so it's gotten a lot harder. Yeah, so not as competitive. Yeah, we're not really competitive this year. For the 4-0, you see a little bit more of that in the 4-0 for the guys that
Mm.
we're trying to practice more or practice, a couple of days before. But yeah, nothing to your what you're talking about. There's there's not as much of that.
I would say just like it's not necessarily that you won't have fun if you start training, but like your matches will be longer, right? You get more competitive time on the court, which is like something that I think people want. It's like you don't want to like lose or you want to win maybe matches really fast. That might be fun for some people or most people, but like you don't want to lose super fast, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like helping you like have more fun and more time on the court, if anything. I didn't want it to be like you have to train, but like your adults do whatever you want, but like it's also like this means you play much longer matches, like you have more things to do on the court in terms of like strategy and where you move and uh like setup and like how you want to like help your partner play and like take get volleys. Like it's cool and it's fun and like uh I doubt for most people it's like the enjoyable part is just winning or losing. It's like being on court and spending a lot of time on court, right?
Yeah.
I hope.
For
I don't
sure.
know.
Yeah. I mean, when you have good points, it's a lot of fun, and it's great on both sides.
Yeah, I feel like the more you practice, like not necessarily just improving on your strokes or like getting into like good communication with your partner just helps and has fun. Makes it more fun for both of you. So yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, like on a technical point, I feel like you're fine. Uh there were a lot of long rallies from between you and the other two players.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything bad. Like you're moving well. Generally your shots are good and they have good spin and they have good height and they're getting deeper. Um, when you're touching the ball, you're dominating, so it's good.
Yeah, and they didn't really try to keep the ball away from me either, which was nice. So
Okay.
it allowed me to try to at least control some points.
I mean, that guy's not even holding his racket. Like, did you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. He's he's rated 3-0, which is funny. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's just I don't know what he was rated before, but he's not even like trying.
I don't think he's, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there he is again.
yeah, he's just like, whatever.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, they should DQ him.
For holding his racket like that?
No, for like egregious underrating,
Oh, that's kind of fair. Yeah.
right? I mean, she's questionable, you know, as well, but
She's 3'5".
that's what she's self-rated as, yeah.
Uh, okay.
Yeah. So,
I
I
think, yeah.
I mean, for me, I feel like when I played 8-0, this is kind of what it felt like.
I feel like
Maybe,
it should be on the part of USTA to have the refs like check people's like just like to watch a little bit and see how people are hitting and to like make notes of that.
yeah, but there's no USTA. I mean, we could send the video in to USTA, and be like, hey, our captain did really want, I don't know if she did, but she was thinking of filing a grievance against the entire team because they did this last year too. But the thing is that they're not winning everything either. Like other teams are crushing, not crushing them, but they're only in fourth place, I think, in our league. So, which is
Um,
weird.
do you think they're like losing on purpose or what?
I don't know.
Or just
Maybe.
the top teams are really good?
Well, yeah, I mean, some of the top teams I mean, it's pretty. USTA has a big problem with sandbagging, but it's okay. It is what it is. La last year, I think like 20 something captains filed a grievance against like 18 women, and most of them got suspended for a year.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Like a bunch of people signed the grievance against them.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, remember I talked about a match last at sectionals where the gal was serving better than the 4-0 guy.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was like, it's crazy. Like, come on. I get you want to win, but do you have to win that way? So, but
Yeah,
oh yeah, the match is over. See, look how fast that went. It was like
it was a
10
fast
minutes of
match.
review. Yeah, overall, she's a singles player. Um, I think she did well for I think her first doubles match. Um, we just got stuck with really tough opponents, and they knew what they were doing. I mean, what can I say?
Makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't blame you guys. You guys are good. Did
yeah.
what you could, so
We gave maximum effort. Right,
that
Ellie?
is what
Yes,
matters.
Daddy did. Daddy gave maximum effort. Yeah, cool. All right, that's our review for the week.
Cool.
Good. Okay, well, look at the next. Well, we have our special guest here, and yeah, let us know what you thought about the match. Was it, yeah, I got my butt kicked. Or my teammate and I got our butt kicked, and it was a tough match, but overall, I wasn't like pissed off about performance or anything, but it was just a tough situation, and I get it. So check back again. Thanks, Bryce.
Let us know if you guys have players or groups or teams that are sandbagging and send us your video. We want to have a critique,
Yeah, let us know
maybe.
in the comments. Are these is that guy a 3-0 and is that lady a 3-5? I would love to hear your feedback, and maybe we'll put it on Instagram to get some action on this. But
I don't
uh
know if they were trying.
yeah, I mean, she had very few unforced errors and smashed everything. So, even at 3-5, people make mistakes. So, 4-0 a little bit less. But check again next week for another match review. We have a whole bunch lined up, so we'll get through them and yeah, just keep following along to see what's going on in Chasing 4-5.